So I bought these micro earbuds and I really just wanted to test them out. They're kind of novel. They are so tiny here. They're about the size of a black bean or a pinto bean. They're not much bigger, so super small. Like a lot of these silicone tipped earbuds, they did come with a couple different size tips here. I always choose the small ones. But the cool thing about these is these are super light and they basically have no ear fatigue. I've worn them for a couple days, for a couple hours a day, and I just noticed that I basically really don't feel them because they're super light. So I'm dropping them here. So they fit in the ear pretty good here. I don't know what this part of my ear is called, but they kind of fit right down in there and they kind of wedge themselves in there pretty good. And then they stay in really good and really well, and they don't really fall out that easily. They've fallen out once or twice, but really not that easily. And they just kind of fit a lot nicer than I thought they would. Relatively flat. I tried sleeping with them in. They didn't really feel that comfortable. A little bit of pressure there. I just don't really like earbuds when I try to sleep. They're just not for me. So it comes with this little case here. It's an egg-shaped case. So it is a cylinder here, and it's an egg shape here. And so it's a little bit bulky in the pocket compared to some other earbuds that have a more flat or thinner profile case that you put them in. When you put the earbud back in, it lights up and indicates how much battery you have left. So I thought that was pretty nice. Runtime is about 3.5 to 4 hours for the earbuds before they die, and I had to recharge them again. Since they are so small, runtime is a lot shorter than some of the earbuds. When you put them in, they do audibly say, hey, connected. So I just got a little voice that said connected when they connect. They were really easy to connect via Bluetooth. As soon as you pull them out, you'll get flashing lights on them. They're always basically searching for a Bluetooth connection. That is another thing with these cheaper earbuds and Bluetooth devices, that if you have two people connected to them, so my wife connected to them and I connected to them, so a lot of times it'll switch over between users. So just keep that in mind with some of these lower end Bluetooth devices that they do just kind of jump over. But overall, I'm fairly impressed with kind of the audio quality, the sound. It's a little tinnier. It's not the best. There's basically no bass. So for music and things like that, there's really not much there. But for the budget-friendly part of it, and then for spoken words and audio podcasts and things like that, I think they're just fine. And I did do a call with them, so they do have a microphone built in, so there's no touch control, so you can't bounce between fast forward, rewind, pause, play, or anything like that. You do have to manually do that on the device you're streaming from, but there is a built-in microphone. And I did do a test phone call with my wife. I kind of sat in a room and talked to her, but then I got up and started moving around. The downside to the microphone is that it does pick up basically everything. It's not like some of these other higher end headphones where it's kind of got the noise canceling feature where it's really picking up things that are close to the microphone. It picks up everything. So she could hear everything I was doing. I kind of walked around the house, did some dishes and things like that, and she could just hear it all. So that could be an issue, especially if you're outside and it's really windy. That could definitely be a problem with these earbuds. Now I'm going to do a little test here. I'm going to record some audio so you can kind of hear the quality of the microphone. My wife said, yeah, it sounds a little bit, like you're in a tin can or something, but it sounds fine. I can understand you. So as far as the quality, it was decent enough so that whoever I was talking to could actually understand me. And when I was in a quiet room, it was fine and it wasn't overly distracting. So here, I'm going to switch over. Right now, you are hearing the audio that is coming from the built-in microphone here from the earbud itself. So you can kind of hear for it yourself. I did have to boost the audio a bit because it is a bit quiet, but on the back end when I was editing the video, I boosted the audio so that you could hear it a little bit better. However, for phone calls and things like that, I think it's fine, and it's pretty cool that you can actually take phone calls with this earbuds in, so you don't have to worry about disconnecting it, taking it out, taking your phone call, and then getting back to what you were doing. Take a quick phone call, do whatever, and then move on. Overall, I am really impressed with how they work, especially for the price. Got these less than $20 for these little earbuds, and I think they're great for just kind of your just everyday kind of throwaway earbuds. If I go on a trip, a quick trip or something like that, kind of putzing around the house where I'm just not worried about a high-end earbud. I just want to be able to listen to my books, my podcasts, whatever I want, and then not worry about the earbuds too much. So these are great, and I think I'm going to use them for upcoming vacations, different things like that. Maybe take them when my daughter needs some earbuds or something like that. So just little cheap earbuds that I don't have to worry about if something happens to them because, when they're in this price range, to me, they're kind of disposable in a way. I would hate to lose them, but if I do, it's not going to be the end of the world because of the price. But overall, fairly impressed with these earbuds. So hopefully that was helpful.